Hey guys, it's been a while. Welcome to Mixtape Sunday. Hope you guys well. Today I want to show you a little process which I do a little bit differently from what I see around the place and other videos and so on. It's a process I use when I'm mixing vocals to an instrumental. I've been using this through a few years, but I also use this when I'm doing stem mixing or when I'm doing full mixes. So I'm going to show you a few little techniques which you could do when you 80-90% of your mix. And I mix forward. It means I don't like going back. If I have three plugins, I don't like going back to the first plugin because every move I make affects it. So if I go back to the first plugin, then I need to adjust the second plugin because it's affected by the move I change. So I'm always forward. When I'm mixing, I move forward. I don't go backwards. So I might be 80-90% of the mix, and then I find, oh, I just want to create a little space for the vocals. Instead of going back and adjusting all those plugins, I use this technique. It could be on an instrument, it could be on the buses. So I want to show you that today, and hopefully you could try that. One of the songs I'll show you with vocal example. The other one I can't play the track because I'm just mixing it. I don't have permission to. So but you will be able to understand the technique anyway. So let's dive in onto the computer, and I can give you guys something to try out while you're doing your mixes. So this is what I normally see when I'm seeing people showing you what the side-chaining vocals for an instrumental. So they will show you something like this. Okay.
I'm just grown now, so I'm thinking about better views.
So you could see.
Make me a friend of you. Okay. I'm just grown now.
You could see this area there. It's dipping. I'm sure you want to have a great thing where you could just go here and you could side chain using any of those sources. So I'm side chaining and I'm using the lead vocal to side chain the instrumental. Now, when you're doing a process like this one, it's just affecting everything. It's just affecting both the mids and the side. This is not how I do my side chaining when I'm mixing instrumental and vocals, because most times the instrumental is already smashed. So this is what I do. Now pay attention to this, and I'll show you in the other track. Okay, I'm using this wave because I know a lot of you guys have wave plugins, but maybe a lot of you guys don't use this plugin, and this is a great plugin for this. Now check in the corner here. Okay, this is what most of you guys do. You guys do your side chaining in stereo. I never do my side chaining in stereo. Okay, why? So if I go here, I'm on band 4. Look at band 4. I'm using band 4 and band 5, and look what I'm doing here. They're both in the middle. Okay, look at what happens here. Okay.
I'm just grown now, so I'm thinking about better views. Okay. But that don't make me a friend of you.
The important thing about side chaining is very quick attack, because you want it to react very quickly, and then you place your release of how, you know, to dance with your music. You just go external. Okay, external side chain, you select your source. I'm doing side chaining on those two. Channel 4. I only have a range of 2 dB. So that means it'll never decrease the music by 2 dB. And for here and band 5, I'm on 3.1. So all I've done is find the place. Like when you hear the snare is in the space of the vocal and the little instrumental. So I just want to clear that a little bit to make the vocal sit in that pocket. So, but that's why I'm only doing it in the middle. I don't want to touch the side.
That don't make me a friend of you.
See that?
I'm just grown now, so I'm thinking about better views. But that don't make
that snare there. There we go. Okay, I just want to clear that a little bit.
A friend of you. I'm just grown now, so I'm thinking about better views.
So this is the first thing I want to show you that. So how can we incorporate that into a mix? Let's go into the other song I have there. As I said, you will not hear any audio example, but you'll be able to check the similar technique. Okay, right. Okay, so let's do this for example. Okay, here the vocal, the guitars, it's pan hard left and right. Okay, but I have the BV vocals, the background vocals, so they kind of pan left, right, and right as well. So what I want to do, I want to create a little space with the guitars. Now this is like from a stem mix. This could be a full mix as well. Instead of me going back and EQing the guitars and kind of clearing other sides, I just put that on the guitar bus. And then look here again, instead of the middle, now I'm on the sides. Okay, and I'm doing the same thing here. Look at what happens. Okay, so as I said, you're not gonna hear audio example, but just check the frequencies, which I want to dip a little bit, and I'm only dipping them by 2-3 dB. So when the background vocals sing, the guitar still stays wide, but it just clears that pocket. It makes that background vocals a little more upfront and have a little more clarity in the sides. Now this one here, the drums, let me just show you that. Studio One is great because you could select any source. So I could go here, you see, my lead vocal bus. I'm using my lead vocal bus to side chain the drums. Okay? And what's happening there? On bus 4, this time here again, I'm in the middle. I'm in the middle here. Okay, so as the track is playing, right? Look at this. So let's make this work out now. So what I would do, I'll go very fast to tap. Okay, make sure you're on external source. Change the release. My range, let's say I want to take this down no more than 3 dB. Okay, now my threshold, I'm just adjusting this. Okay, I'm just adjusting. You see how they start to dance? So the lead vocal is deep in the drums in that spot. Now, the great thing with this plugin from Wave, you could adjust the Q. Okay, I can make it how wide I want it to be or how narrow I want it to be. So I highly recommend. I love this plugin for this. This is one, I don't use a lot of Wave plugins, but this one is great because it gives me the option to go mid and side, plus I can adjust the Q. I can do the same thing here again on band 5. You know, I can just go there, I can make it external. Okay, I can make my attack very quick because I want it to respond. Okay, let's make my range. Let's say I want the range to be 3 dB again, and then I start adjusting my threshold. Okay, look at it, it starts dancing. You see that? Adjust the release so it releases in time with the track. And let's put this one here. Instead of stereo, we put it in the middle. So we have the vocals only affecting the stuff in the middle and the drum bass. Okay, so this is the technique which I use, which is a bit different from what I always see. I always see people, a lot of people, they sidechain the whole frequency, both on left and right. For me, this plugin is just awesome because I can select whether it's mids or whether it's sides, and then I can adjust my Q, and it's great. I use it all the time when I'm mixing vocals to instrumental because a lot of the instrumentals are smashed to bits. But as I just showed you there, you could use this. You know, we have a piano there as well, which I'm using it on. The piano, you know, I want to create some space for the vocal. I could just put it on and just have the vocal dip the piano by just in that little pocket. It's all about creating space. When you get stems, the persons have already processed it. So you just create it. When you're doing your own mixes and you're 90% of the mix, you don't need to go all the way back. Just put that plugin at the end of the track and just go, okay, let's let the vocals, let the vocals dip it a little bit, or do that against your kick against your bass. But always decide whether you want it to affect the sides, whether you want it to affect the middle, or whether you want it to affect the whole stereo source. For me, I'm always either mids or sides. Very seldom I do the whole frequency source. Okay. Hope this is a good one for you. If you have any more questions, sorry I couldn't show you the vocal musical example with this one because no permission for this track. But just link me up if you want further explanations. And as always, have a blessed Sunday and have a blessed week. One love.